what is coming toward us so quickly as the entire landscape of our business is changing.
You either have it or you don't, and that's what employers are looking for.
If you're not reading something every day to kind of tell you what's going on in the business, then you're going to fall behind, because that's how fast it's
Trip. What a long, strange trip it's been.
There are 3 keys that are the key to success in this business. I guess it goes with any business. Number 1 is some talent. Number 2 is tenacity. And number 3 is timing. And that's the fluke, that's the luck, the timing.
Don't underrate fluke. Don't undervalue the role that luck plays. Life doesn't go from A to B. A lot of people come in and they have this idea that this is what I want to be, and that's great. I teach now as an adjunct at Webster, and I've got students who know exactly what they want to be, and I have students who are undecided and don't have a clue. There's no right or wrong about that, but those who know where they want to go, life doesn't always let you go that way.
You know, we all talk about success, but how many of you are really ready for rejection? Be prepared, because a lot of people don't want you, which is okay, because all it takes is one.
And it's going to be a long road. You're not going to become Steven Spielberg tomorrow. You're not going to become Meryl Streep tomorrow. You're not going to become Jane Mitchell tomorrow. Many of us have a lot of years, but it's fun, and it's a journey, and it's a process, but it's one that takes dedication.
Meet the managers. Don't just get to be friends with the reporters or the anchors or the production manager. Don't be afraid to talk to me if you see me walking by, because I'll talk to you. I'll be like, who are you? And why are you here? And if you'll talk to me for a few minutes and I get to know you, I speak to you, the chances are fairly good that when that job comes open, I might be talking to you about it.
You can train for skills, attitude and enthusiasm. You either have it or you don't, and that's what employers are looking for.
You got to look at the flow, look at opportunities, take risks, take chances. I've lived in New York, I lived in Los Angeles. I grew up in a neighborhood in the south side of Chicago where nobody moves. So, I mean, that's kind of, you got to take advantage of opportunities when they come your way. And I must tell you that at times they're nerve-wracking to do stuff, but it's called growth. And when you feel that niche and you feel a little bit uncomfortable, then that's probably the time to move. So that's something to take note of.
But I encourage you throughout your career to be somewhat mobile. If you want to move up, consider moving out. There's a broad experience out there that you need to gain, and sometimes one station for the particular job that you're doing may not be enough.
I'll give you 4 other words to write down after pleasantly aggressive. Keep your options open. And you've heard from so many of the panelists where they have started in one direction, and just as you've said, you see an opportunity, or you have a change of heart, or a change that you want in your lifestyle, or whatever it might be, and you keep your options open.
When I first started in Boston, there were probably around 40 jobs in media analysts. There are probably now around 200 jobs here. So the opportunity there for you to get in and to make yourself some money in the business. And as you grow and learn experience and start learning about people's business, your opportunities and your growth potential will go along with that.
It's more than just having a unique field that you're going after. You need to know all facets that surround that.
So my advice to you is be open to the opportunities that present themselves to you. Be open to the kinds of jobs. I did not think I was going to be a sales manager. I did not think I was going to be a salesperson, then a sales manager. That wasn't what I was going to do. I was going to be in news. But what happened was, after I'd been at the station for a while, the general sales manager, when he realized I could read a rating book, and everybody in the market knew who I was, because in Plattsburgh, as you'll soon hear, it's the only television station in New York of New York, Burlington, Vermont, Plattsburgh, New York, Burlington, Vermont market. But it's the only station in New York. So something like 95% of the people there watched our news at some point during the course of a month. So I was very well known in that area. He said, that's going to help you when you go on calls. People are going to know who you are. They're going to see you before they're going to see somebody else. And that was another break, because that led me to a career path that I had not thought of at all. And the more I did it, the more I liked it, the more it opened me up to the idea of general management.
Don't just do your job. Do your job and prove you can do more. Ask if you can do more. Find a hole and fill it. Find an opportunity and do more, because you're going to stand out for your boss. He or she is going to notice it.
You know, put yourself out there to absorb everything you can out of the situation and to put the best of your skills to use. But all of these are great learning and training opportunities, and it's a great thing to take advantage of.
For me, networking, what was important about it was not just meeting people, but gaining people's trust, making them realize that you were capable of doing any job that was thrown at you.
We're all in sales. You need to take that to heart. Whether you're selling yourself, your product, or your organization, you're all in sales. Because if there's no margin, there's no mission.
There's no simple, logical way to go from job A to job B. Accept it. If you want to work in television, it's quite extraordinary. It's different than becoming a lawyer or becoming a doctor. There's no system. Forget the system.
You have to learn that life is not fair. And I think it's a really good thing to know early. And I don't know whether your parents have told you this, but life really isn't fair. And there are going to be ups and downs along the road, and a lot of times it's going to be you didn't deserve to be where you are. Sometimes you did deserve to be where you are. But the truth of the matter is that there's going to be all of these ups and downs, and you're going to have to be very resilient. And that while life isn't fair, you could see that if you work hard and you put your mind to it, in the end you'll do okay.